Ah, the art of silence. A masterpiece so powerful yet so misunderstood. People expect fireworks when they wrong you, an explosion of anger, a theatrical performance of emotions. But why give them that satisfaction? Why give them a front row seat to your suffering? Silence is a language of its own, a powerful force that communicates more than words ever could. It holds a weight that resonates deeply, often leaving a more lasting impact than the loudest of arguments. When emotions run high and conflicts arise, people expect noise, heated words, raised voices, and passionate defenses. But when faced with silence instead, they're met with something unexpected, something far more profound. Words can be manipulated, misunderstood, or twisted to fit a narrative. Silence, however, is unshakable. It cannot be misquoted or misinterpreted. It stands firm, unbothered by the chaos around it. It becomes a mirror, reflecting back the truth of the situation, not in a way that demands recognition, but in a way that commands it naturally. People crave reactions. They thrive on the energy of a response, especially when they've provoked you. They want to feel powerful, to know they've affected you. But silence robs them of that victory. It leaves them with nothing to hold on to, no fire to fuel. The absence of a reaction becomes the loudest response of all, echoing louder than any shout or insult could. Silence carries an emotional weight that words rarely achieve. An argument might hurt in the moment, but words eventually fade from memory. Silence lingers. It settles in the mind of the other person, creating a space filled with doubt, regret, or curiosity. It leaves them wondering, why didn't you respond? What are you thinking? That uncertainty becomes a haunting reminder of their own behavior. There's a quiet strength in choosing not to engage. It's easy to lash out, to let emotions dictate your actions. But holding back, that takes discipline. Silence becomes a display of self-restraint, showing that you refuse to be dragged into unnecessary drama. It signals that you're above the situation, that your peace matters more than proving a point. Beyond its power over others, silence is also a gift to yourself. It creates room for reflection and clarity. In the stillness, you can assess whether the situation even deserves your energy. More often than not, you realize it doesn't. Silence becomes a filter, separating the meaningful from the meaningless, helping you rise above pettiness and toxicity. The moment you stop reacting, the balance shifts. The person who once held control over your emotions suddenly loses their grip. They're left grasping at straws, powerless without your participation. Silence reclaims that power, putting you back in control, not of the other person, but of yourself. And that's the most powerful kind of control there is. Some situations don't deserve an explanation. No matter how much you explain or defend yourself, some people are determined to misunderstand you. Arguing with them is like shouting into the wind, exhausting and pointless. Silence sidesteps that entirely. It sends a clearer message than words ever could. I'm done, and I owe you nothing. Choosing silence is not about weakness or surrender. It's about valuing your peace over endless noise. It's a quiet refusal to let negativity consume you. It's not about winning the argument. It's about walking away from the argument altogether. Silence says, I choose me, and that's a statement no words can match. Long after the moment has passed, silence continues to speak. People may forget the words you said, but they'll remember the silence you left behind. It lingers in their minds, a quiet, powerful reminder that sometimes the most profound message is the one never spoken. Silence doesn't just speak louder than words, it echoes. Your energy is one of the most valuable resources you possess. It fuels everything, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. Yet too often, people spend it recklessly, giving it away to arguments, toxic relationships, or meaningless distractions. Just like money, energy must be spent wisely. Once it's depleted, it takes time to restore, and wasting it on the wrong things can leave you drained, uninspired, and stuck. Every interaction you have either gives you energy or takes it away. Some people lift you up, fill you with motivation, and make you feel alive. Others, however, leave you feeling exhausted, frustrated, or even empty. Recognizing who and what fuels you, and who and what drains you, is crucial. When you protect your energy, you create space for the things that truly matter. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Some people thrive on chaos and drama. They pull you into their storms, leaving you emotionally exhausted and mentally drained. The truth is, you can't fix everyone. You can't make people see your worth or change them into who you want them to be. Trying to do so is like pouring water into a bottomless pit. No matter how much you give, it will never be enough. When you hold on to grudges, dwell on the past, or engage in endless arguments, you're spending energy on things you can't control. That energy could be used to build a better version of yourself, to pursue your dreams, or to nurture relationships that truly bring you joy. Letting go isn't about giving up. It's about realizing that your energy is too precious to waste on battles that don't serve you. Your mental and emotional energy affects everything: your mood, your focus, even your physical health. When you're constantly drained, life feels heavier. It becomes harder to find motivation, harder to stay positive, and harder to show up as the best version of yourself. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's how you ensure you have enough left for the things and people that truly deserve it. Success, happiness, and personal growth all require energy. If you're too busy pouring yours into negativity, you won't have enough left to chase your goals. Imagine how much you could achieve if you redirected all the energy you waste on worrying, complaining, or proving yourself to people who will never understand you. The moment you start guarding your energy, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel lighter, stronger, and more focused. Boundaries are essential. Saying no doesn't make you rude or unkind. It makes you smart. It shows that you respect your energy enough to protect it. People who genuinely care about you will understand and support that. Those who don't were only benefiting from your lack of boundaries in the first place. Walking away from situations and people that drain you isn't a loss. It's a win for your well-being. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to be everything for everyone. But the truth is, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're constantly giving without recharging, you'll burn out. Take time for yourself. Rest isn't lazy, it's how you refuel. Self-care isn't indulgent, it's essential. The more you nurture your own energy, the more you'll have to give to the things that truly matter. Life becomes better, lighter, when you stop giving your energy to things that drain you. Imagine waking up every day feeling refreshed, focused, and inspired because you've built a life that protects and fuels your energy. It's not about avoiding hard work or difficult people. It's about choosing where to invest your precious energy so that it grows rather than drains. Your energy shapes your life. Spend it wisely, because once a day is gone, you can't get it back. Guard your energy like treasure, because that's exactly what it is. The people and pursuits that deserve it will appreciate it, and the ones that don't will fade away. And that's exactly how it should be. In a world full of noise and theatrics, it's easy to get caught up in the show. People argue, complain, and make promises they never intend to keep, all for attention. But while drama may capture the spotlight for a moment, it's actions that leave a lasting mark. Words may be loud, but actions are unforgettable. They cut through the noise and speak a truth that doesn't need to be explained. Drama thrives on reactions. It feeds off emotions and chaos, pulling you into a cycle of endless back and forth. It's tempting to defend yourself, to set the record straight when people twist your words or misjudge your intentions. But the reality is, you don't owe anyone a performance. The best response to drama isn't a clever comeback. It's proving through your actions that you're above it. People can argue against your words, but they can't argue against results. When you stop talking and start doing, you strip drama of its power. Those who doubted you, betrayed you, or tried to pull you down will have nothing left to say when they're forced to watch you succeed. Your growth becomes the loudest, most undeniable statement you can make. Drama is exhausting. It drains your energy and distracts you from what really matters. Every moment you spend caught up in someone else's chaos is a moment stolen from your own progress. Walking away from drama isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's realizing that your energy is better spent building the life you want than explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. When you focus on action, you also focus on control. Your control. Drama relies on you giving up that power, on you reacting impulsively. But when you choose action over reaction, you stay in charge. You decide where your energy goes and what deserves your attention. You stop giving free rent to people who don't deserve a place in your mind. Actions build credibility in a way that words never can. Anyone can say they'll change, improve, or succeed, But not everyone follows through. People remember what you do far more than what you say. Consistency in your actions creates trust, respect, and admiration, and no amount of drama can take that away from you. The truth is, most drama is a distraction created by people who aren't willing to put in the work. It's easier to stir the pot than it is to change your life. But while they waste time creating noise, you can quietly build something real. When you stay focused on action, you're already winning, not by beating them at their game, but by refusing to play it all together. Actions also reveal true intentions. Anyone can pretend to be loyal, kind, or supportive with their words, but actions expose what's real. Pay attention to what people do, not what they say, and make sure your own actions reflect the person you want to be. Drama might paint a false picture for a while, but the truth always comes through in behavior. Choosing actions over drama doesn't mean you stay silent forever. It means you let your results do the talking. There's a quiet, undeniable power in achieving what others said you couldn't. It's not about revenge. It's about rising so high that their words become irrelevant. Success is the most satisfying response, and it requires no explanation. At the end of the day, drama fades. People move on to the next story, the next argument, the next distraction. But your actions remain. They shape your future, define your character, and create a legacy. When you choose action over drama, you choose growth over noise, strength over chaos, and truth over fiction. And that choice, repeated consistently, is what sets you apart from the crowd. There is an undeniable strength in knowing when to walk away. It's easy to believe that staying in a relationship, an argument, or a toxic situation is a sign of endurance and bravery. But sometimes the bravest thing you can do is leave. Walking away isn't about giving up. It's about recognizing when something no longer serves you and choosing your peace over the illusion of control. People often hold on out of fear, fear of the unknown, fear of starting over, fear of being seen as weak. But the truth is, staying in a situation that drains you is what truly weakens you. It takes incredible courage to step away from something familiar, even when you know it's hurting you. That courage is a quiet, powerful rebellion against settling for less than you deserve. Walking away sends a message without speaking a word. It tells the world, and more importantly yourself, that you refuse to accept mistreatment, half-hearted efforts, or constant disappointment. It says you value your worth more than you fear losing someone or something. It's a declaration of self-respect, and that speaks louder than any argument ever could. The moment you walk away, you reclaim your power. When you stay and argue, you're giving your energy to the situation, feeding it with your emotions. But when you leave, you starve it. You shift the control back to yourself. You no longer rely on anyone else's behavior to determine your peace. You become the architect of your own emotional freedom. Not everyone will understand your decision to walk away. Some might call you heartless, selfish, or a quitter. But those opinions come from people who benefit from your silence, your suffering, or your loyalty to something that isn't loyal to you. Their judgment doesn't define you. Your choice to prioritize your well-being does. Leaving isn't always about anger or resentment. Sometimes it's simply about growth. You can outgrow people, places, and even versions of yourself. Walking away means choosing evolution over stagnation, even when staying feels more comfortable. It's about acknowledging that you're meant for more, even if you don't know what that more looks like yet. The beauty of walking away is that it creates space. Space for better things, healthier relationships, and personal growth. When you hold on to what hurts you, your hands aren't free to receive what's meant for you. Letting go doesn't mean you failed. It means you're making room for something greater. Walking away also reveals people's true colors. Those who genuinely care about you will respect your decision, even if they don't understand it. Those who only valued what you could give them will guilt you, manipulate you, or try to pull you back. Their reaction is not a reflection of your choice. It's a reflection of their character. Healing begins the moment you walk away. The longer you stay in a toxic situation, the longer you delay your own recovery. Walking away is an act of self-love. It's saying, I deserve better, and believing it enough to act on it. Healing isn't always easy, but it's impossible to start when you're still standing in the fire. Power isn't always about fighting harder or proving a point. Sometimes the greatest power is found in walking away with your head high and your heart intact. It's in knowing you don't need to win the argument or convince anyone of your worth. Your strength lies in the simple, unshakable truth that you choose yourself. And that choice in itself is victory.